He drooled in public, barked like a dog, stripped naked during war councils. People whispered, "He's lost it, he's snapped," but he hadn't. It was all an act, a masterclass in deception. While Rome laughed, he was planning something far darker, something they wouldn't understand until it was too late. This is the story of Quintus Sertorius and the Madness Mask. Long before he was called mad, Sertorius was a star, brilliant, disciplined, loyal, a Roman general respected by both the Senate and the sword. Smart, loyal, and fearless in battle, Sertorius wasn't born a traitor. Rome made him one. He fought with fire, not just with strength but with strategy. In the civil war of 82 BCE, he backed the losing side and paid the price. Rome turned, and when they couldn't control him, exiled to the edge of the empire, Rome thought he would vanish, but Sertorius was just getting started. Back in Rome, they couldn't believe it, a single exiled man winning battles on the edge of the world. To the Senate, Sertorius was a stain, one that needed to be erased. 3 full legions of hardened Roman soldiers sent west, but he had no legions, no wealth, just mountains and time, and they thought that would be enough. But Sertorius wasn't running. From a cliff high above the valley he watched, not with fear, but with the patience of a hunter. Rome thought they were chasing a ghost, but the ghost had traps, and by the time they saw it, it was already too late. Sertorius knew he couldn't win by force, so he became something Rome couldn't predict. He barked orders while crawling on all fours, laughed during funerals, cried in strategy meetings. He claimed he spoke to spirits, that a ghost deer whispered secrets of war. People feared him, Rome mocked him. But behind that madness, he was watching everything, planning, and every crazy act was a thread in the trap he was weaving. While Rome moved like a machine, Sertorius moved like smoke. He vanished into mountains, built new roads through forests, and where legions expected a battlefield, they found silence, then chaos. Sertorius trained tribesmen in Roman tactics and taught Romans how to fight like ghosts. No uniforms, no lines, just ambushes. And every time Rome pushed forward, it bled. And still, they had no idea who was really hunting who. Rome had underestimated him, but not anymore. Sertorius was no longer an exile. He was a phantom, one who made the Republic bleed. So Rome sent more than legions. They sent assassins, informants, men who didn't wear red, but knew how to silence. Villages that helped him were burned. Chieftains who allied with him were crucified. It wasn't war anymore. It was personal. For years, Rome had chased him through mountains, through shadows, but Sertorius had never run. He'd been building something, and now the trap was ready. A narrow valley, a Roman commander too confident, scouts that never came back. When the legion entered the cliffs above, came alive arrows from ghosts, rocks from gods. Rome called it a battle. Sertorius called it a message. They couldn't find him, they couldn't kill him, so they called him a ghost, and he leaned in. Sertorius claimed he spoke to spirits, that a white deer appeared to him alone, carrying messages from the divine. His followers believed it, Rome feared it, because when your enemy becomes a myth, you can't outfight him, you can only watch him grow. He had outwitted Rome, but genius doesn't just create fear in enemies, it creates envy in friends. His own men, the ones he trained, fed, protected, began to whisper. He was too powerful, too strange, too untouchable. One night, over dinner, they sat beside him, smiling, and then the knives came out. Sertorius didn't die in battle. He died surrounded by men who called him brother. The mask never cracked, but beneath it was a man who never saw it coming.